We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Rip left.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage.
Here we go.
It's second down.
Check 53 flat. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Alert 3. Alert 3.
On second and 15 now. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 73 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 21. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Here we go. Hey, Delta.
From the 24, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6-0 our score after one.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Second and 5 now. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
And a 49er first down.
Here we go.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. It's caught by Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. It's Coleman here. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 65. Man, I got you.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. But now it's third and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is third and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got. Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On on 2nd and 9. Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Watch twist,
Yellow.
twist. Check. Shift, watch the shift.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mahomes now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
And again, it's Mahomes being chased out left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's going to be a long day. Watch the twist. Say it.
Now it's Mahomes again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Mahomes to throw once more, eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. On 1st down, Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Quick the edge. Go. Check it out, read.
Hey, Sunday.
Undercross.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sponge. No. Check 52.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Under 10.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Slant.
49, check 49.
36.
Hey, check 24.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
We're back now in KC. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive a coach crazy.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays,
Here we go.
Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it a 3-yard game, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Begin.
21.
Garoppolo now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Right there. 54.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
He's checking.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Down Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and 1 was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for 2 there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
San Francisco.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
53's the mark. 53.
11.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
21. Here we go.
53. Mike. Quit talking about it. Let him bring it.
Hey, alert.
3 to Mike.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
21.
For the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to